TikTok. ADHD in app form. Kids these days use it for everything, from making jokes to sharing stories, and now even political activism. But now, a new viral TikTok has some people wondering if there should be a limit.
How much is social media a part of some kids' life? Well, in the case of the teenagers you're about to meet, the answer would seem to be it's essential. They were involved in a car crash and almost immediately posted a video on the popular app TikTok.
Believe it or not, these teens are recording the aftermath of a bad car accident that happened only moments earlier. You can see the cracked windshield, and then they got camera ready, making a video that they posted on the popular TikTok app, lip-syncing while waiting for police.
What this shows is where young people have their priorities.
Yes.
That they thought it was more of a priority to make a video.
Okay, I'm just gonna say this straight up. This is how you know you don't have immigrant parents. Because if you crash your parents' car and your parent is an immigrant, forget making a TikTok, you'll be writing your will. Like, immigrant parents are the only ones who would show up to that crash and be like, did my son survive? Be like, luckily he's fine. Unluckily he's fine, huh? But I mean, I guess this is just what kids in the social media generation do. Like, there's no situation that they don't think of turning into viral content. Like, if the movie Taken came out now, Liam Neeson's daughter would probably be making a TikTok under that bed. Yeah, she'd be like, you had a bad day, you had a bad day, it's going real bad. All right, and speaking of car wrecks, the Trump administration. Every day, it feels like President Trump says something that causes outrage. He's called countries in Africa shitholes. He's declared that he's in love with Kim Jong-un. And last week, he said he was way cuter than Baby Yoda, which is insane. But sometimes it's easy to forget that while Trump is loudly offending people, his administration is quietly affecting people.
Nearly 700,000 Americans are now in jeopardy of losing their food stamp benefits under a new Trump administration regulation. The new regulation makes it more difficult for states to waive a requirement that able-bodied adults without children work at least 20 hours per week. It's part of the Trump administration's efforts to cut the Supplemental Nutrition Program, otherwise known as SNAP. The administration says the new rule aims to encourage those receiving SNAP to get a job.
Okay, this is just horrible, man. You're gonna cut food stamps to people, and you're saying it's because you want to inspire them to get jobs? Like, that's only gonna make it harder to get a job. How are you supposed to make a good impression at an interview if you're hungry, huh? The person's gonna be like, so, why do you want this job? Because I need to eat, bitch. And also, to do this during the holidays, you know, like, it's so heartless from Trump. Sometimes I think Trump's worldview is twisted to everyone else. Like, I bet when Trump watched 101 Dalmatians, it was a sad movie about a woman who couldn't get a coat. And you know what I also find interesting? Honestly, what I find interesting is that you always have politicians who take services away from poor people because they claim it'll inspire them to become better. But then when it comes to big corporations, all of a sudden their attitude changes to, we have to help out these oil companies and these farmers. They need our support. And you're like, well, what about poor people? Yeah, I guess we could give poor people to the oil companies. Let's try. Yeah, we could try it. Right, and finally, if this news has you worried about losing your food stamps and you just want to stock up in case, well, there's a new food that'll keep for a while.
A new type of apple is hitting supermarkets this week. And if you buy some, they might still be good for next year's holiday apple pie. The Cosmic Crisp reportedly could keep for more than a year in storage. The apple is a cross between the Enterprise and Honey Crisp apples, and it apparently gives them a higher shelf life while still holding their naturally sweet flavor. And they are resistant to browning.
Okay, what? They invented a new apple that can last for a year? Why do we even need new apples? There are already too many apples, okay? We got so many apples out there, we need white people to pick them. That's too many.